Hello, my dear students. Welcome to the another episode of study of P block elements. This is second part of our P block elements study. In the first part, we have discussed about occurrence of P block group number 15 elements. Later, we have studied some periodic properties like electronic configuration, atomic radius, then ionization enthalpy, electronegativity of group number 15, nitrogen family, which includes nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth, and moscovium elements, isn't it? So later we discussed some of the physical properties of this group, and in a chemical property we have discussed oxidation states of group number 15 elements, isn't it? So now we'll start with some other chemical properties of nitrogen family. Okay, so in this today's episode, first we'll study a very important property of group number 15. So that is anomalous properties of nitrogen. So this anomalous property is a familiar word to you because in PUC first year you have studied anomalous properties of lithium in group number 1, anomalous properties of beryllium in group 2, and even in P block elements group number 13 and 14 also you have studied anomalous properties of mm, boron as well as carbon elements, isn't it? Okay, so the same kind of a property we will study in group number 15 also. The first member of the nitrogen family is a nitrogen. Nitrogen shows anomalous behavior. What's the meaning of anomalous behavior here? Is so the property of nitrogen, maybe physical property or some chemical property, are different. The properties of some of the properties of nitrogen are different compared to the properties of rest of its members. Andre, the property of nitrogen ಇದು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಫಾಸ್ಫರಸ್ ಆರ್ಸೆನಿಕ್ ಆಂಟಿಮೋನಿ ಬಿಸ್ಮತ್ಗೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಬೇರೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ದಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್, ದಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ, ದಟ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ as what? Anomalous behavior. Okay, so this point is very important as far as your board theory examinations are concerned as well as competitive examinations are concerned. Okay, so we'll see why nitrogen shows anomalous behavior. The reasons we'll study. After that, which are those anomalous properties? So both we will study in this concept. So nitrogen differ from rest of the members of this group due to the following reasons. ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ರೀಸನ್ಸ್ ಏನು ನೋಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀಸನ್ಸ್ 2 ಮಾರ್ಕಿಗೆ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದ ರೀಸನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ like this. First one, small size. The nitrogen element atom of a nitrogen element having a smaller size. Smaller size means what? Smaller size compared to the rest of the members. Phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth ಗೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ nitrogen atom is small in size. Atomic radius is small. You know, when you move down the group, the atomic radius size increases, no? So when you move down, the size increases means the nitrogen will be having smaller atomic radius. The size of the nitrogen is small. So this is the reason why some of the properties of nitrogens are different from rest of their members. ಇದಕ್ಕೇನು ಅನ್ಬೋದು? Anomalous behavior. Reason ಏನು? Small size. Next reason, high electronegativity. You studied in a first previous class that when you move down from nitrogen to bismuth, what happens to the electronegativity? Electronegativity go on decreasing, isn't it? So ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ highest ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ? Nitrogen has higher electronegativity value. So ಯಾಕೆ ಅನ್ನೋದೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. So this is another reason for its anomaly. Then one more reason for anomalous behavior is nitrogen has high ionization enthalpy. Again, when you move down the group, ionization enthalpy decreases and nitrogen has highest ionization enthalpy. And another very important reason is that non-availability of d orbitals, absence of d orbitals. Nitrogen do not contain d orbitals, but phosphorus and other elements of the group, they do contain d orbitals. Nitrogen ದಲ್ಲಿ d orbital ಇಲ್ಲ, ಉದೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ d orbitals ಇದಾವೆ. So this absence or non-availability of d orbitals in nitrogen is a reason for its anomalous behavior. Okay, so ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ನ ಎಡ್ ಮಾರ್ಕಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ರೈಟ್ ಎನಿ ಟು ರೀಸನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಅನಾಮಲಸ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ಆಫ್ nitrogen ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ 2 marks. Okay, so because of these reasons it shows anomalous behavior. Which are those anomalous behavior? We'll see now. Fine. Properties ಅಂದ್ರೆ behaviors. First of all, nitrogen forms multiple bond with itself. ಅಂದ್ರೆ nitrogen form double or triple bond with another nitrogen. N2 ದಲ್ಲಿ in a dinitrogen, we study later, dinitrogen N2 has triple bond. N triple bond N is there, multiple bond is there in the nitrogen 2 atoms, as well as nitrogen form multiple bonds with other elements. Nitrogen atom ಬೇರೆ nitrogen atom ಜೊತೆಗೆ multiple bond ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. Nitrogen atom ಬೇರೆ other atoms ಜೊತೆಗೇನು multiple bond ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. So which are those other atoms of other elements? Carbon and oxygen. Carbon triple bond nitrogen, cyanide group you have studied, no? So Cn contains what? Carbon triple bond nitrogen. Andre there is a multiple bond between nitrogen and carbon. Nitro group nu gotta NO2. So there nitrogen double bond oxygen is there. Andre nitrogen form multiple bonds with carbon, nitrogen form multiple bonds with oxygen, and even nitrogen form multiple bonds with other nitrogen atoms. Okay, so ಇದು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಆಯಿತು. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ this kind of property is not there in other elements? No. So on the contrary, look at this word, second line notary. On the contrary, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony form single bond. Andre so nitrogen triple bond nitrogen ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ, but phosphorus single bond phosphorus, arsenic single bond arsenic, and even antimony single bond antimony is there. So other elements of the group do not form a multiple bond with itself or with other elements, whereas nitrogen shows that kind of a multiple bond. ಇದಕ್ಕೇನು ಅನ್ಬಹುದು? Anomalous behavior, anomalous property. Clear? Okay. One more property is that nitrogen exists in a diatomic molecule, N2 diatomic state alide. But the other elements like phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, they exist in a what you call multiple, andre they are polyatomic molecules. Okay, phosphorus molecules contain 4 phosphorus atom, P4. It's a polyatomic tetraatomic state alide, but nitrogen is in diatomic state. So this is again an anomalous behavior of nitrogen. Clear? Okay, fine. Dinitrogen, no, N2, a molecule of nitrogen, is present in a diatomic state that I have said you. And the physical property ನೋಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ, physical state ನೋಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ, dinitrogen is gaseous in state, whereas other elements, other molecules are in solid state. N2 is gas, phosphorus molecule is solid, arsenic is solid, antimony is solid, bismuth is solid. So ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಏನಿದೆ? ಬೇರೆನೇ ಇದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೇನಂತಾರೆ? ಅನಾಮಲಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ. In the physical property we have studied, except nitrogen ಒಂದನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು all other elements show allotropy. Nitrogen do not show allotropy, other members show allotropy. ಇದಕ್ಕೇನನ್ಬಹುದು? Anomalous property, isn't it? And one more property, this property also we have discussed. Nitrogen shows maximum covalency of 4, isn't it? Because only 4 orbitals are available. No, there are no d orbitals. Okay, adke maximum covalency will be 4. Whereas other members, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth, you can enter heavier members. Other members have vacant d orbitals. No, so therefore even they can expand their covalency more than 4. ಇದು ಏನು? Anomalous behavior. Nitrogen covalency is maximum 4, but other members 4 or even more than 4 because of the presence of d orbitals. Okay, so these are what? Anomalous properties. So reasons ಏನು? Small size, high electronegativity, high ionization enthalpy, and absence of d orbitals. Because of those reasons, these properties are shown by nitrogen. Clear? Okay, fine. We'll move to the next concept. Okay, so this is also important for 2 mark for board examinations. 2 ಮಾರ್ಕಿಗೆ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ 2 ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು, more than enough. Well, we'll see reactivity of group number 15 towards hydrogen. All the elements of group number 15, nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, and bismuth. Okay, here I am not making use of Moscow VM whenever I am dealing with the study of group number 15, isn't it? Because Moscow VM recently discovered element. Okay, so ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು ನಮಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? These elements form hydrides whenever they react with hydrogen, and this hydride is of the type EH3, where E is nitrogen, or phosphorus, or arsenic, or antimony, or even bismuth. And the stability of hydrides decreases from ammonia, NH3 is called ammonia, to BiS3. Okay, so these points I will explain you by taking one table. The table is like this. Okay, so look here. These are the hydrides of group number 15. NH3 ammonia, PS3 phosphine, ASS3 arsine, SBH3 stibine, and BiS3 is bismuthine. Okay, so nitrogen family andre nitrogen family della elementu hydrogen element ಜೊತೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೈಡ್ರೈಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ. EH3 ಟೈಪ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೈಡ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, when you look at these hydrides, when you move down the group of group number 15 hydrides, ಅಮೋನಿಯಾದಿಂದ ಬಿಸ್ಮುಥೈನ್ಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗೆಲ್ಲ down the group EH bond dissociation enthalpy ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ. 389 kilojoules per mole of energy in case of ammonia, 322 in case of phosphine, 297, 255, and bismuthine is thermally unstable. So look at these values. What happens when you move down? The bond dissociation enthalpy decreases, isn't it? Okay, why it decreases ಅದನ್ನ ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕೆ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. The reason is that, so when you move down, no, the bond length increases. Okay, so ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಹೋದಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? EH bond length increases. Okay, so because of that reason, strength of the bond decreases when you move down. Therefore ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಹೋದಂಗೆಲ್ಲ less and less energy is sufficient to dissociate the bond. Clear? Okay, so why down the group bond dissociation enthalpy decreases? Because when you move down, EH bond length increases. Okay, ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ನಾನು ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೈಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೇನೆ. ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಗೆ ಓಕೆ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕಿಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ this concept is very 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 important for competitive examinations like NEET, JEE and KCET examinations. Okay, so remember, when you move down the group of hydride of nitrogen family, bond dissociation enthalpy decreases. Okay, so when the bond dissociation enthalpy decreases, what happens to the stability ಏನಾಗಬೇಕಪ್ಪ? Definitely decreases. So in order to break the SBH bond in SBH3, only 255 kilojoules per mole of energy is sufficient. ಅಂದರೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಈಸಿಲಿ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ? ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ಟೆಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಏನಾಯಿತು? ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಯಿತು ಕಂಪೇರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಅಮೋನಿಯಾ. ಅಂದರೆ ಅಮೋನಿಯಾ ಈಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ and stibine is less stable. Therefore, look here, stability of hydrides decreases down the group. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು? Because bond dissociation enthalpy decreases down the group. Why bond dissociation enthalpy decreases? Because down the group bond length of EH increases. Okay, one concept is clear. Next, here this line, picture you see, thermal stability decreases. Okay, stability or thermal stability both same. Now basic character decreases down the group. So these hydrides now, ಯಾವುದು ammonia, phosphine, arsine, stibine, bismuthine, so they are basic in nature. They are basic. ಯಾಕಂತಂದರೆ the element nitrogen ಆಗಲಿ, phosphorus ಆಗಲಿ, even arsenine ಆಗಲಿ, they have a lone pair of electrons. Okay, so NH3 molecule N hydrogen 3 bonds ಇರ್ತವೆ, NH. Apart from that, nitrogen atom has a lone pair of electron. That pair of electron is available for a donation. So it can donate a lone pair of electron, hence they behave like a basis. They behave like a Lewis basis. Okay. When you move down, what happens to the size of the element nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic atom size ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ? Size increases no, as the atomic size of nitrogen, phosphorus and arsenic in these hydrides increases, the electrons, the lone pair of electrons are not easily available. When you move down, the lone pair of electrons are not easily available for donation, hence the basic character decreases. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ between ammonia and SBH3 stibine, which is more basic? Ammonia is strong base, more base. ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಹೋದಂಗೆಲ್ಲ stibine is less base, bismuthine is less basic. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ basic character ನೋಡೋದಾದರೆ down the group basic character decreases. I'll repeat, these concepts are important for competitive examination point is concerned. Okay, next one more behavior, reducing character. Okay, so these are reducing agents. Down the group reducing character increases. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಯ ಕೊಡ್ರಿ. Down the group stability decreases, bond dissociation enthalpy decreases, basic character decreases. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ. ಯಾವುದು ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ? reducing character increases. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ between ammonia and SBH3 or BiS3, which is strong reducing agent, so down the group increase ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ammonia is less reducing agent, weak reducing agent. BiS3 is strong reducing agent. ಯಾಕಿರ್ಬೋದು? when you move down, no, bond dissociation enthalpy ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? it decreases. ಅಂದರೆ bond what you call E and H bond will be weaker. So when it is weaker, the hydrogen is easily available. Therefore it behave like a, which one? ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಈ ಹೈಡ್ರೈಡ್ಸ್, ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಂಡ್ ವೀಕ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. therefore they behave like a strong reducing agent. at the top of the group hydrides are weak reducing agent. okay, summarize ಮಾಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟೆಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಅಮೋನಿಯಾ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್, ಬಿಸ್ಮುಥೈನ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಅಥವಾ ವೀಕ್. ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಸ್ಟೆಬಿಲಿಟಿ ನೋಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಡಿಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿ ನೋಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಅಮೋನಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಡಿಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿ is more. In bismuthine or stibine it is less. Basic character ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದರೆ ammonia is a strong base, whereas bismuthine is what? Weak base. So reducing character ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದರೆ ammonia is less reducing ಅಂದರೆ weak reducing agent, bismuthine is strong reducing agent. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಈ ಟೇಬಲ್ದಲ್ಲಿರೋದನ್ನೇ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ ನೋಡಿ. Stability of hydride decreases from ammonia to bismuthine due to bond dissociation enthalpy. Okay, so this is whatever I have explained now by taking this chart. So same points I have written here. Okay, I hope this point is clear to you. Okay, one point ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ, ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಮೇನ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಡಿಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ. ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಉಳಿದೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ. Important for competitive examinations. Fine. Reactivity of group number 15 elements towards oxygen. They form oxides of two types, E2O3 called as a trioxide, and they form E2O5 called as pentoxide. Two kinds of oxide they form, and when you move down, acidic character of these oxides decreases when you move down. ಅಂದರೆ P2O3 then N2O3 P2O3 they are acidic. when you move down amphoteric ಮತ್ತೆ basic character ಬರ್ತದೆ. Reactivity towards metals less important as far as your examination is concerned. That's which one? Reactivity towards oxygen is less important compared to reactivity towards hydrogen. When the group number 15 elements react with the metals, they form a binary compound in which the elements show -3 oxidation states. For example, nitrogen react with a calcium element forming calcium nitride, phosphorus react with a calcium element, calcium phosphide, arsenic react with a sodium forming sodium arsenide, antimony react with a zinc forming zinc antimonide, and bismuth with magnesium for magnesium bismuthide. In all these cases, nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony and bismuth, they exhibit -3 oxidation states. So this is about periodic occurrence, periodic property, physical property, and very few chemical properties that are mentioned in your syllabus of group number 15 elements. Now we'll discuss some important compounds of nitrogen and phosphorus. ಅದು ನೋಡೋಣ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ಗೆ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಅದ್ದು ಡೈನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್, ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ N2. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೈನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್, ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೈನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ and uses of dinitrogen. Preparation. Laboratory preparation. Before moving to the laboratory preparation, dinitrogen is present in the atmospheric air. Occurrence salina helidene. So from the atmospheric air we can extract, we can take out dinitrogen. So by means of this fractional distillation of a liquefied air. So e method inda ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So that method is not detail ಆಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. Just remember, from the atmospheric air dinitrogen is prepared and manufactured by which method? Fractional distillation of liquefied air. Okay, what is fractional distillation? You have studied in PUC first year. Laboratory method of preparation. The reactions are very important. So in ನಾವು ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಕಲಿತೇವೆ. ಮೆನಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ. ಆಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವ್ಯೂ. ಒನ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕಿಗೆ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಇನ್ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಯು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ಡ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್. ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಒಂದೇ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಆ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಸಿಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, laboratory method of dinitrogen preparation. It can be prepared by treating aqueous solution of ammonium chloride NH4Cl with sodium nitrite. nitrate alla, nitrite, sodium nitrite is NaNO2. The reaction between these two compounds takes place. There will be evolution of a dinitrogen gas along with water molecule and sodium chloride as a byproduct. So this can be done in the laboratory to prepare N2. Okay, NH4Cl plus NaNO2 forming N2 plus 2H2O plus NaCl. Another method, from ammonium dichromate NH4 twice Cr2O7. Its name is ammonium dichromate. You have used in the PUC first year laboratory orange colored solid in the confirmatory test of chloride radical. That compound was K2Cr2O7. ಅದೇನಿತ್ತು potassium dichromate. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೇನು NH4 twice Cr2O7. Its name is what? Ammonium dichromate. When it is heated, it undergoes thermal decomposition. Ammonium dichromate decomposes into dinitrogen, 4H2O and chromic oxide Cr2O3. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ by the thermal decomposition of ammonium dichromate we can prepare dinitrogen. Third method, from barium azide. Barium azide formula is BaN3 twice. Okay, so when this undergo decomposition, it forms barium plus 3N2. The reactions are important for 1 mark each. Properties. You know, dinitrogen gas is colored or not? Air ಇದೆ ಹೌದಿಲ್ಲೋ? Maximum amount of air composed of what? Dinitrogen. Air has color? No. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ dinitrogen will be colorless. Dinitrogen is odorless, no smell. Dinitrogen tasteless. Color ಇಲ್ಲ, smell ಇಲ್ಲ, taste ಇಲ್ಲ. And even, is it toxic or non-toxic? Air is toxic? No. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ dinitrogen is a non-toxic gas. Physical property ನೋಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ. And this dinitrogen ಅಂದ್ರೆ nitrogen, not dinitrogen. Nitrogen element exists ಅಥವಾ has two stable isotopes. They are N14 and N715. Very important point, this one. N2 is inert, non-reactive, lesser reactive. Even non-reactive ಅನ್ಬೋದು, ಲೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ at a room temperature. Room temperature ದಲ್ಲಿ N2 react ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Why? Because the N2 contains nitrogen triple bond nitrogen. This nitrogen triple bond nitrogen bond is very strong. In order to cleave the bond, dissociate the bond, break the bond, more enthalpy is needed, more energy is needed. It has high bond dissociation enthalpy, high bond enthalpy. Hence, it does not react at a normal temperature, room temperature. It is not reactive, inert at room temperature. But dinitrogen at a higher temperature reacts. It directly combines with some metals, even to form ionic nitrides with non-metals and covalent, ionic nitrides with metals and covalent nitrides with non-metals. Dinitrogen react ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಯಾವ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ದಲ್ಲಿ? At higher temperature. We'll see some chemical reactions of dinitrogen. First one, reaction with a lithium metal. When react with a lithium metal, 6Li plus N2, look here, heat andre at a higher temperature, it form a lithium nitride of the type Li3N. It react with a magnesium, 3Mg plus N2 at a high temperature, forming magnesium nitride, lithium nitride, magnesium nitride at a higher temperature. Dinitrogen reacts with metals, forming corresponding nitrides. One more reaction, very important reaction. It combines ಅಂದ್ರೆ dinitrogen combines with dihydrogen at a higher temperature, 773 Kelvin, in presence of a catalyst, iron oxide, to form what? Ammonia. Look here, dinitrogen combines with dihydrogen, forming 2NH3, N2 plus 3H2, forming 2NH3 ammonia. it forms. This is process is called Haber's process. Very, very, very important for board examination for 3 mark. Okay, ಆ 3 mark ಏನು important ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು next class ಕಲಿಯೋಣ. Okay, the same process we will discuss. Haber's process will study in the next class. That will be very important for 3 mark. Okay, just remember dinitrogen combines with dihydrogen forming ammonia. Dinitrogen combines with dioxygen. Okay, at a very, very high temperature. Look here, how much? 2000 Kelvin, forming nitric oxide. Dinitrogen is present in the air. Dioxygen is also present in the air. In the air, both get to react with each other. Air ಅಲ್ಲಿ N2 ಇರ್ತದೆ, O2 ಇರ್ತದೆ. Reaction ಆಗ್ತದ? ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ? That reaction between N2 and O2 require very, very higher temperature, 2000 Kelvin. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ N2 ಮತ್ತು O2 ಎರಡು ಇದ್ರೂ ಅವು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. At a very high temperature, they both gets combined, forming NO, nitric oxide. These are few chemical, physical as well as chemical properties of dinitrogen. Uses ನೋಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ, the main use of dinitrogen is in the manufacture of ammonia. Just now we have studied, no, N2 plus H2 forms NH3, ammonia, by Haber's process. So that manufacture of ammonia is done from a dinitrogen. This ammonia, because it's a very important starting material for fertilizers. Okay, that we'll see in the next class. As well as dinitrogen is used in the preparation of some other industrial chemical compounds. Okay, one of the uses are less important for examination point is concerned. Dinitrogen also used to get inert atmosphere. So usually in a iron as well as in a steel industry. Okay, in order to provide an inert atmosphere, dinitrogen is used. Liquid dinitrogen, N2 is gas, no, so ಅದನ್ನ ಕಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ liquid N2 ಸಿಕ್ತಲ್ಲ. The liquid dinitrogen act as a refrigerant. Okay, so in order to preserve biological materials at a cold temperature, in order to preserve food items. Okay, so this dinitrogen is used. So it act as what? That act as refrigerant. These are few uses of dinitrogen. Okay, we have discussed preparation of dinitrogen, some properties of dinitrogen, and few uses of dinitrogen. As far as examination is concerned, chemical reactions and properties are more important. Andre reactions of preparation method, properties, and chemical properties, they are very much important for examination point is concerned. Okay, ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ today's ಏನೇನಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ? Reaction of group number 15 with hydrogen, with oxygen, isn't it? With metals. ಹೌದಾ? ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ hydrogen preparation by 3 methods, some physical properties, some chemical properties, and very few uses. Okay, in the next video lecture we will deal with of very, very important compound of nitrogen, that is ammonia. This process, or it is important, we'll see in the next class. Thank you very much.